Hello.
Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Welcome to our channel. So this evening I'll be creating a card featuring the Decorative Trees bundle, but maybe just a stamp set. So if you are watching the replay, do fast forward to the demonstration if you prefer, as we'll say hello to those of you who have joined us live. Thank you so much. So we have Quinn, hello, Debs, Keisha, hiya, Kathy, Sandra, Mary Lou, William, Louise, Pauline, Jackie Elliott, Vivian, hello, good evening, Tanji, Subi, Darla, and Wendy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, and good evening, Facebook as well. So, if you are on Facebook and watching us and you'd like to engage and chat with us a little bit more, hi Claire. Yeah, there we go. Does Facebook comments pop through now? Hi Claire. If you are watching us on Facebook and you want to engage and chat with us a little bit more, then do come and join us over on YouTube. We just get the comments pop up on YouTube quicker than the Facebook ones do. So do head over. The link should be in the discussion on Facebook if you would like to join us here on YouTube.
Cool. We've had other people join us. Joanna Barnes, hello. Sylvia and Vic Feduscrap. Hi Vic and Joey.
Hello. So yes, right. I think we were. So, do you want to do those now, or are you going to do those in between?
We can do it later.
We can do this later.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to hand you over to Jay, and he's going to create with the Decorative Trees stamp set tonight. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Amazing.
There we go.
So I'll be creating a simple idea, but I'm gonna step it up. The initial idea came from our team gathering that we did early this month, so last week. And we used decorative trees. So it's got a bit of stamping, repeat stamping, ink blending, but I'm gonna add some little things to it. So you can keep it simple or step it up. So the Decorative Trees by Stampin Up is from their September to December mini catalog. So it's got a stamp set, and it does come as a die bundle with these. And you do save 10% off if you do buy them as a bundle. But currently Stampin Up is holding a promotion of 15% off stamp set, but that is ending this evening at 10:59 p.m. BST, so British summertime. So if there is any stamp set from the annual catalog that you have been eyeing up, just check out our website mitosocrafts.com/shop and get them tonight, so you get some savings on there. Right, let's stop that now. How do I do it? There we go. So I'll be doing this on basic white, my usual white on white, but as I said, we'll be doing some stamping and ink blending and all that. So we will be featuring this bundle a few more times. So as we do have the Decorative Trees online craft retreat in November, so booking is open on our website as well, mitosocrafts.com. And it's a card makers retreat, so we're focusing more on cards or quick cards that you can create nearer to Christmas. Hi Janice. Hi Jazzle Dazzle Craft with Janice and Janice Adams. So our basic white is our usual odd size, 21 by 14 or 8 1/4 by 5.5 inches, folded in half. Another layer of basic white, which is 2 centimeters smaller than the card front on one side only, as you can see, or that is 3/4 of an inch, and the same width. Okay, so let us do some our favorite technique. Tearing up some scrap paper. So we'll be doing some hills and valleys, I guess. There we go. And we are going to use soft seafoam and garden green ink. I'm gonna stamp my initial garden green ink first with a tree. Ooh, I think I've already used this stamp quite a bit. It's not sticking properly. Hi Pat, Bling Bling Crafter Pat. There you go, cat hairs already. I will just bring my pierce mat onto there just so it protects it a little bit. And now that's full strength of the ink. I'm gonna add some ink blending and then move that along. Do some more stamping afterwards. So for this one, because we have the ground, kind of like choose a side, I guess, that matches the curve of the tree, or it doesn't matter. Ink that up. And just lightly ink blend. Now you can anchor down your card or your mask, but I'm just keeping it in place by adding a bit of pressure, holding it down.
Wendy has just asked a question, Joe, which might be handy for everyone else. How do you clean a stamp when they don't stick?
So wash it under the tap with soapy water. That should do the trick. Some people lick them. Or like, I guess with the chamois as well, or with sometimes I turn it upside down and use the scrub with the spritzer on it, and that tend to work. But yeah, I haven't been cleaning my stamps that well. Right, that's a lot lighter than I wanted, so I will just bring that back up in and add some more ink blending. So I'm always just taking off some excess on a scrap piece of paper, just so if I get the smoother ink blending. There we go, that's a lot darker. Now you can either just move it along or turn it over. We're gonna add a second, I guess, hills or valleys. And this time we're gonna do some stamping. So ink up again in Granny Apple Green. We're gonna stamp off. And then just add more trees in the background. And repeat as many times as desired. Ooh, I moved it, that's fine. And of course, change it up so the trees have got different height, just to make it look more appealing to the eyes. 1, 2, 3. 4. Let's do 5. Tiny one. I think they're quite high. Oh, well. They're too high and they're further apart than what I wanted, but that's alright. How did I have it? Like that, isn't it? So this is why it is better to stick these down, because at least you know if it moves or it shouldn't move. So I've just realigned that in, and I'm gonna do some more ink blending with the same ink. So who's taken advantage of the stamp sale? Let us know in the comments. And what did you get? We do have an order ready to go after the live or after dinner. There you go. So really simple. Alright, I will, oh no, our scrub is in our bag.
Do you want it?
No, it's okay. I'll just use the chamois. So you turn it over and you could just clean it as well. Normally that would do it, but it's better to clean it with soapy water, so then if there's any rubbish on there, it does take them off. So a nice technique with photopolymer is actually using the back. So if you don't have a filler stamp, you could always use the back of the photopolymer stamp to fill in an image. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one, and I'm gonna use the same ink.
So we've got Claire, Jeanette and Margaret watching on Facebook, as well as your mum.
Oh, hello, hello. So of course, if you want to step it up, you could always die cut that and pop that onto whatchamacallit, dimensionals. There we go. So that's pretty much like the simple idea, and you can add a sentiment. So Barry was like, oh, how can you step it up a little bit? As I said, you can step it up with die cuts. I didn't want to introduce the die cut for now. I might use a different die cut for the sentiment instead of stamping it on there. So you could always add some shimmery embossing paste as well. Actually, is this still available on the shop? Can you check, please?
Shimmer.
Yeah, I think we checked last time. I'm just gonna get my silicone.
Shimmery White Embossing Paste.
Yeah.
It is available.
Just in case I need it.
The product number 145645.
145645. So you can just either use the offcut, because it should coordinate. How did I do it? That way, isn't it? The first one. So it should coordinate with your first ink blending. So you can just do that, so it's right at the edge. So that's an, using the different, or you can just do it as the same, or like freehand without adding the mask or using the mask. And it doesn't matter too much if it does go over that tray, because it's kind of like well, let's say the snow is hitting that. So that's one way of doing that. Just, and then take that off. So the edge, ooh, that moved, but you get the idea, right? Did that move? I think I was just over. Let's just redo that so so it's actually on the edge. Or as I said, you can do it freehand. It might need a bit more careful applying. That's not wait. So this is, as you can see from the label, if you know Stampin' Up, that is an old label. Now it's black and white, so they do last a long time. Right. I'm being silly, so I'm just going to do that. And if it does dry a little bit, you could always add a bit of water. That's what I did with this one. And just to wet it. So it is harder to do it just kind of like freehand. If you have it like maybe a smaller tool, that might be better. I don't want to add too much. And I'll just add it on the back here. Tidy that up a little bit. There we go. I'm just gonna put that aside just to make sure that that dries, and add and stamp my sentiment. That should be okay to dry. There is glitter in the paste, Wendy. So for my sentiment, now I wanted a die, like a label die, that would work with the sentiment. Oh, Christmas tree. There is no label dies in the Decorative Trees bundle. So I'm having to use a different decorative die. That's too small. I'm gonna maybe just use this one. I did find the perennial postage die, but the Oh Christmas Tree is just slightly wider than that one. So I'll just stamp this first and then cut it down to size. So in real red, just check that out. That's great, Tanji. We hope you enjoy the Changing Leaves bundle. Do share your projects in the Crafty Stampers group. And if you're not part of the group, do request to be a member. I did say simple, but I did say I was going to step it up. So this is the step up version. Right. So I'm just going to use that. Keep that there. And die cut that. Ooh, okay. So because I'm gonna, Oh no, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna shorten it, so I can cut it fully first. It's when you elongate it, you have to move your plates, and I think that's why our things have cracked, because I keep changing different sizes of dies. It could be one of the reasons, to be fair, or it's just overused. So I'm just gonna slot that in again, maybe a bit more higher there. Okay, that's fine, because the next one down, it's quite small. Bear with. I just need to make sure it's straight. So yeah, so reinsert it. You can find the slots in the design, stick it down. I'm just gonna make sure that it doesn't cut off the O. It slightly does, but I do want it thinner. Or I can die cut it first, now that I know. How many is that? 1, 2. Because it's not really in the middle, is it? Silly. So another way is die cut it first. I'm just making sure that it is nice and central. So I condensed it, or shortened it by 2, didn't I? There you go. Are you gonna stay? Isn't that a song? Please stay, Barry. Right, I'll just cut that down. Hi, Nancy Amato, Be More Stamper. Mandy Allen, good evening to you. William, hello. Right. Let's finish that. And hopefully, by the time I finish this, that paste is done. So I'll just stamp that again. The sentiment. There you go. Nice. Right, let us check this paste. One side is quite thick. Oh, it's still a bit wet. I'll go with it. I'll stick it down carefully. But do if you are using the paste, it shouldn't take that long. Just depends on how thick you apply it on some areas. Would it dry if I use the heat tool? Let's find out. Alright, I'm just gonna use the heat tool just to see. It made it warmer. It will bubble, Janice says. It hasn't bubbled. It has warped it a lot faster, but it has dried, so it's not as tacky. So I'm happy with that. That's fine. But yes, do put it aside. So I'm just gonna wrap this. What are you? Twineage. Real red and white baker's twine. And let's have a look with a seal or tear and tape. Just do that a couple of times. Cut it down. And let's add a bow. Is there a bow in the dies? I keep saying I'm not going to use the die yet. I'll use it on Sunday. Right. How do you tie a bow? So do you always go front or back? I find if I go at the front, my bow tends to, or the loops, the ears tend to go everywhere. But if you go at the back to the front, I find that seems to work for me better. I don't know if you've noticed that. And how do you tie your bow? Do you do loops or do you wrap around? See, that was right. That just keeps turning over. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna cut that down and then finish up. I do sometimes just add a bit of glue to keep them in place if I really want them somewhere specifically to stay. Right. Just gonna add this on. Of course, if you're gonna send this out, probably not put it on dimensionals. Postage in the UK has just gone up again. Where's the big toe? Ooh, or you could use the snowflake sky embossing folder if you wanna step it up even more, but so that's just gonna go there. Tidy this up and then we can just add our sentiment. I will add the sentiment hiding that bow a little bit. So that's why I wanted the tails to be long. There we go. Right, I'm gonna add that on dimensional again. Tails long or ears long, loops long. I think the loops. I know I'm covering the trees, but I'll show you my other card that's not as it's much more simpler. So on one side, and then I'll just add a mini glue dot on that bow.
Sharon's asked, can we use the swelling powder? I'm assuming maybe she means the puff paint, potentially.
Oh yes, of course you can. And that's probably easier to apply because it's in a nozzle, isn't it?
I don't know what it's called anymore. Is it?
Puff paint.
It's not in the shop anymore.
Yeah, it's a retired.
Discontinued.
It was last year's, I believe.
But yeah, puff paint would work.
Here we go. And then splatter some Wink of Stella. Oh, did you put away the Wink of the nice one? Okay. I don't know which one's working. Oh no, that's still slightly wet, but it's okay. Here we go. For extra splatter, or the loose snowflakes, which is here somewhere, only I know. So these ones are white loose snowflakes. You may have seen me use this in a recent card, and I did color each one, so you can just add them individually white, or the way that I did mine, I use Azure Afternoon, but it's gonna be too blue, so I'm gonna use Smoky Slate just to make it off-white. Where is my... there, just so you can see. Is that light? That is the light one. It doesn't do anything. I'll do dark Smoky Slate. Let's have a look. It might be too dark. It probably looks, the light one probably looks too light because it's against a gray one. So we'll do a couple. Yeah, that's too dark, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, I think the light one looks better. So I'll just do that. Just do a couple. Or as I said, just add it as white. Because it's quite tall, or some of them are. It's different. It's not all the same height, these ones. Oh, I can do that upside down. That would work. Because there's always two sides. If I don't like the one before, just turn it over. There you go. Or if you don't fancy using this one, there is the snowflake assortment embellishments in gold, copper, and white. Or is it bronze? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 7. Why not? There's a lot. These are great for shaker cards, and they're part of the, I wouldn't say Reindeer Days suite. No, I'm not sure. There you go. Snowy scenes. I knew I wrote it somewhere. We don't have that suite. Right, let's just add these on. So glue and picto. So I would say kind of like place them where you want them. I like hiding stuff, as you may or may not already know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. So once you've done that, just pick up and then So dot of glue, and then just keep going until you do all of your embellishments. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll do it here. I'm too stingy to take these off. It's losing the stickiness even. There we go. And that is my card for today. I'll bring out the simple ones in a second, but it's pretty much the same. What do you think of the techniques I shared with you? And do you like the shimmery embossing paste? It just adds a really nice touch to it. Once I get the cards, I will just mention that again, Stampin' Up has got a special promotion during October 2024. The starter kit special, which is £99 for a customizable starter kit, and you get to choose £160 worth of products. And there's also the up to 30% off all kits collection. So check out the website for that.
Excellent.
Where's the card?
I don't know, Joe. You've buried it somewhere. What, the original?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Anyway, whilst I find it,
It's,
we had our...
I don't know how to get rid of anything. There we go.
Yeah. I was gonna do down.
Do down.
Yeah, so we had our Christmas Friends class last night. So replay is available. It's somewhere on the table, honestly. This one is one of the cards. It's a slide and lock topper. This is the fan fold that we created. And Barry's lovely card. So that one was with some ink blending. The only thing that we didn't use was the mouse. Thank you. But I kind of like said, you can put the mouse there. And then 2 more simple ones using DSP. So we did these coloring on the actual class. The ones that we shared, the photos were from a coloring masterclass, and the last one is this. So I did an optional stamping of the sentiment. So yes, we love those.
Yes, so if you want to book in for that, even though it was live last night, you can still get book in for our classes. You'll just get the instructions and you'll get access to the live recordings. So the class is just live, so it's just a rerun. So you can pause, rewind, and do whatever you want with it, and just follow along. So, and that's for all of our classes and our retreats, and so just check all of those out on there, and they're available for you.
Yes, and Barry found the simple one, so it was pretty much what I showed you, and just stamped the sentiment. And this one I did during our team gathering for
Excellent.
The simple.
Yeah, it just elevates it, just so you can keep it simple, but it just elevates it. And I just love what you've done with those snowflakes there as well. I was watching you do it, obviously doing it, yeah. Really, really nice.
Cool.
Excellent. So, well done, Jay. Let's go back over to us. Let's turn off that light that makes us up. There we go. That's
Right.
better. Don't we look better now with that light off?
If you say so. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. As always, you can purchase current Stampin' Up products from our online shop. Just head on to mitosocrafts.com/shop. You say it.
/
What else?
So we are going to go over to Zoom in a moment as well. So the link is in the top of the live chat here on YouTube. So if you would like to come along, have a little chat with us, have a little chat with everyone else, then please click that link after this, and we'll let you in, and we'll have a little chat for half an hour or so, and yeah, we'll go through from there. Cool. But in the meantime, we will see you hopefully on Friday for Funfold Friday. If not, then we will see you on Sunday, same time, same place.
Cool. Take care,
have
everyone.
a great week. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.